Gentlemen, start your engines. It's time for year 3 of the Penultimate. Yes, gentlemen, it's me, your host, Bork's Clicking Rib, as I go by right now, and welcome to year 3. Bane, Dan, welcome to the party.
One of our guys had to go home. Want to play?
Huh?
Come on, fellas, we got a 6. Let's play some ball.
Ball.
It's gonna be an amazing season. We've got all the money in. It's percolating in the pot, and we just had week 1. And things didn't go so well for this guy. I'm hurting quite a bit.
Cut it out, baby.
But let's go take a look how it all laid out, including a no-galicious point total with the week 1 results. Taking a look at those week 1 matchups, we start with me, Bork's Clicking Rib, going up against the defending champion, Golden Gremlins. I thought we had a chance there for a second, but then boom. Christian McCaffrey goes for one of those crazy 40-yard touchdown runs that we know now are worth a ton of points, and he defeats me 101-66. After all my draft pick shenanigans, I take the biggest turd on the field. Golden Gremlins, nice job. You go to 1-0. Next, we had Rebrand Supremo looking for a new identity, going up against Lee Mack, and Lee Mack serves up the big victory, 119-102. He's 1-0. Lee Mack bringing that winning tradition back here for year 3. Next, we had Delayed Hesitation going up against Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets. Now, Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets was the champion in year 1. Last year they did a fine job, but they take a big loss here in week 1, 129-84. Delayed Hesitation, the dangerous Delayed Hesitation, getting the big win there. They go to 1-0. Next we had Denton's Diablos, who had the unfortunate job of going up against Nogalito. And Bane and Dan, Noga, first season he did really well. Second season, terrible. He was the worst team in the league. But Noga is back. It's Nogalito time, and look what he does. He pulls out this wild 192 points.
Hey, you gonna show us a trick shot, Carlito?
No trick shot. This is magic time. After you see this shot, you're gonna give up your religious beliefs.
Who scores 192 points? Nogalito does, and Nogalito, with that 192, almost got to 200. With that 192, you, my friend, win the $15 and highest point total of the week.
I'm the best.
You
I'm
the
the best.
best.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
And you know that it's true. Nice job there, Noga. You go to 1-0. Next, we had Bane's Biscuit Bandits, new to the league, going up against the Shame Wagon. And it was looking like the Shame Wagon was going to take the loss. But in last second heroics, they get the win, 105 to 103. And the Shame Wagon, he let me know, Bane, that he's got a little something to say about this week's matchup with you.
Shame Wagon here to throw the first smack talk of the season. Now, for the two of you that don't know me, I'm Dave and I'm the Shame Wagon. I am the Shame Wagon because every season, in the very beginning of the season, I do something very strange that makes the odds stack so high against me. Anyone that loses to me would be holding their head in shame, and that's what feeds the Shame Wagon. This week, the Shame Wagon fed on Bane's biscuits. Now, Bane totally should have won. Totally. Absolutely. Who would have ever counted on, the Jets? But it happened. So this week, Vino, Labratino, get ready to hold your head with a lot of shame. And Bork, ring that bell. Shame Wagon out.
The Shame Wagon, always a fun time to see the wagon go by. And you're up to 1-0 there, Dave. Nice job. Bane's Biscuit Bandits close, but 0-1. Next, we got Joel's Best Effort going up against our other newbie, Dan's Dazzling Team. And it's a pretty close matchup, but Joel gets the victory 104 to 93. Joel, who does not have a quarterback on his team, gets the win. By 11 points, he goes to 1-0. Next, we had Mojo Jojo's nice team going up against Team GPT. Team GPT handily gets the victory, 124 to 74. Mojo Jojo down there on the turd pile with me. Team GPT goes to 1-0. Next, we had Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood going up against Schroot's Beet Farmers, and the beets were not growing. Mr. Robinson hammers the big victory, 131 to 77. Mr. Robinson off to a hot start, goes to 1-0. And finally, Vino Labratino going up against West Coast Sport, WCB, gets beat. West Coast Sport and I, we've had some rough luck in the league these first two seasons. We're hoping to turn things around. And look, both of us start off 0-1. Nice job there, Vino. You go to 1-0. And those were the matchups for week 1.
Say, hut, hi. Other way. Go the other way.
Okay. Hey, get out of the way! Leave me alone! Hey, damn it!
Taking a look at the standings, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Half of us are 1-0. Half of us are 0-1. I mean, taking a look at it there, you can see, Nogalitos, of course, with 192 points. That's going to play positively for him later in the season, possibly, as he's trying to jockey for point totals. Because that was just a guard. I know defenses are letting out a ton of points, but that's got to help him. He's in first place. Mr. Robinson, Delayed Hesitation, Vino, Team GPT, Lee Max, Shame Wagon, and Joel's Best Effort. And then you see on the flip side all us losers. Oh, I'm sorry, Golden Gremlins at 1-0. And then you see us losers, West Coast Sport, Bane, Rebrand, Dan, Sheet Slitter, Denton, Shroot, Mojo Jojo, and myself in descending order of point total. Me at the bottom, I've got a hole to dig myself out of. I'm crossing my fingers for week 2.
Jerry! Run! That's it, you got it, man! You got it! Not me, you idiot! I'm on your team! What are you doing, man?
Ow! Let go! No way!
Oh, no, man!
Pick 'em. Who's got the pick 'em? Let's take a look after week 1. Now, throwing it up there, it looks as though, and I haven't checked to see who this is, but somebody who is in pick 'em didn't pick 'em. So I'm not sure who that is. I'll investigate if it continues on past this. But you can absorb 1 week of not picking, but you definitely can't absorb 2 weeks of not picking. But there's not a lot to say here other than Mr. Robinson getting a 9-0. Way to go, Mr. Robinson. That's how you start the season. Denton got 8. Sheets got 8, and then the rest of us are at 7, 6, and 5, and the one who's at 0. Whoever you are, make sure that you throw your picks in. Remember, you do have to get on a browser to put your picks in. So when you do that, don't just set for this week. Set for the next 4 or 5, 6 weeks. Set way distant in the future so that in case you forget, you're still locked in for those picks.
What are you doing? Pick up the ball and run!
Okay.
Hey, come back with my ball, man!
We've got in the kitty right now, boys, $3,400. Sitting there earning, I don't know, 4% interest, something like that. The interest rates these days are actually decent. The interest, just to let you know, will go to trophies and the other things that I get throughout the year. It's not a lot of money, but it'll help offset it a little bit. But there's $3,400 in there on the line. And we're already into the season, into year 3 of this amazing league, the penultimate. It makes me want to take a look at the matchups for week 2. Week 2 is the week of my redemption. And it's sad for me that I've got to go up, take a look at with West Coast Bork. I'm sorry, Cousin Ryan, I love you. But we need the win if we're going to get anything going whatsoever. We're going up against, both of us are 0-1. Both of us would like a win to get things going. It's the battle of the Borks, East Coast, West Coast. Who will survive? Those of you who pick them, pick me. Pick me. Next, we got Rebrand Supremo going up against Joel's best effort. Look, Joel, is having no quarterback actually your best effort? I don't know. It did get you the win in week 1. Are you going to maintain this quarterbackless situation and pick up the win in week 2? We shall see. Next, we've got Delayed Hesitation going up against Shroot's Beef Farmers. Delayed Hesitation 1-0, trying to get a streak going. Going up against Shroot, who's been very strong in his opening year last year with us. He definitely doesn't want to go 0-2. These teams are going to battle it out. Next, we got Denton's Diablos going against Team GPT. Team GPT is one of those teams that have the extra draft picks. Nogalito had extra draft picks, I had extra draft picks, and Team GPT had them. Team GPT picked up the win. Can they defeat the Diablos and go to 2-0? We're collecting early data. We shall see. Next, we got Bane's Biscuits Bandit. Bane's Biscuit Bandit. Sorry there, Bane. Going up against Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. Now, Robinson just had a big win. He was over 130 points. Maybe Bane can, maybe that's not going to happen twice. That just could have been a fluke, Nick. That could have been a fluke. Bane, I'm rooting for you to pick up the win this week. Next, we got Lee Mack going up against the defending champions, the Golden Gremlins. These guys were in the playoffs last year. Both of them 1-0. Only one of them can go to 2-0. Is it going to be the Gremlins, or is it going to be the attack of Lee Mack? We will see. Next, we got Mojo Jojo's nice team going up against Dan's dazzling team. This is 2 0-1s. Okay, so somebody's going to 500, and somebody's got the goose egg 0-2. That's not, unrecoverable from the 0-2. You can still make it, but you do not want to drop to 0-2. These two are about to go to war. Next, we got Nogalito, who cleaned up the $15, going up against Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets, champion from year 1. Nogalito, man, if I was in my pick of picking against you, which I wasn't with your extra draft picks, I certainly wouldn't be now. 192 points is devastating. To me, I think you're going to 2-0. Can Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets prove me wrong? He's certainly the underdog in the betting house in Vegas this week. Next, we got Shame Wagon going up against Vino Labertino in our last matchup here. The Wagon is 1-0. Vino's 1-0. This is another one of those, somebody's trying to make that undefeated run to start the season. I can't wait to see what happens in week 2. That's it, gentlemen. That's the finale of this opening penultimate show here, entering its landmark 3rd season in this grand 5-year experiment that is flying high. It might, for you, if you care to join us, fly all its way to Fremont Street next summer. Until later, when I see you out there on the field, this is your host, Bort's Clicking Rib, signing out.